Are you thinking about downsizing, but worried you might make a mistake that could cost you time, money, or even your peace of mind? Well, you're not alone. If you're starting to think about downsizing, but feeling overwhelmed by all the decisions ahead of you, today I'm sharing the biggest mistakes seniors make when downsizing, and more importantly, how to avoid them, so your move is smooth and stress-free. Maybe you've lived in your home for 30 or 40 years, raised your family there, and built a lifetime of memories. Now every closet, every drawer, and every room holds something sentimental. And the very thought of packing it all up feels impossible. So many of my clients here in Hamilton County are facing these same questions right now. I'm Susan Roberts with eXp Realty and the only AI certified agent in the Indianapolis area. Best of all, I help people just like you make this transition smoothly. Today we're going to talk about the biggest mistakes seniors make when downsizing and how to avoid them. These are the mistakes that can cost you time, money, and even peace of mind. By the end of this video, you'll feel more confident and prepared for what's ahead. So let's get after it. Mistake number 1, waiting too long to start. One of the most common and most painful mistakes I see is waiting until the last minute to downsize after it's become an emergency. I've worked with families who've had to move suddenly because of a health issue or loss of a spouse. They were forced to make decisions in just a few short weeks that really needed months of thought and preparation. When you wait too long, you end up rushed, overwhelmed, and sometimes forced to make decisions that, well, honestly, you later regret. How to avoid it? Even if you're not ready to move tomorrow, start small now. Decluttering now will not only help you make the move to a smaller home smoother, but it also gives you a sense of accomplishment once you conquer all the stuff that you've kept for years. And I am the queen of stuff. Anyway, downsizing gradually will save you stress and give you more control over your decisions. Spend 15 minutes a day tackling a single drawer or a closet. Think of it as lightening your load and giving yourself options instead of being forced into decisions by circumstances that you honestly can't control. The earlier you start, the more choices you'll have and the less stress you'll feel later. Mistake number 2 is not having a clear plan. Many people start just by randomly packing boxes without really knowing what comes next. They might have a vague idea of moving to a smaller home, but they haven't considered the details. Where will you go? What kind of lifestyle do you want in this next chapter of your life? Do you want a condo where you don't have to shovel snow or mow the yard? Would you love an active adult community like Kimblewick in Westfield where you can swim, walk the trails, or join social clubs? I recently met a woman named Margaret. She sold her family home after her husband passed on and moved into a small condo only to realize a few months later that she hated being alone. She wished she had chosen a community with more social opportunities and activities. How do you avoid this? Well, you got to sit down and think. You got to think through your big picture goals before making any decisions. That means to consider all the circumstances and events that may happen in the future. Make a list of must-haves, nice-to-haves, and deal breakers. Consider your budget, proximity to friends and family, and how you want to spend your time. When you're clear on your vision, everything else falls into place so much more easily. Mistake number 3, and this is a biggie, is trying to do it all alone. Downsizing is a huge project, physically, mentally, and emotionally. You're not just moving furniture, you're deciding what to do with decades of memories. It can be absolutely overwhelming to face this process by yourself. Don't work yourself to exhaustion. You should have been excited about your fresh start. So, how do you avoid this? Don't go through it alone. Build a support team. Ask family members or friends for help with sorting and decision making. Seriously, your kids will tell you to get rid of a lot of things you thought were important. Anyway, consider hiring a professional organizer or estate sale company. And most importantly, work with a real estate agent who understands your unique needs and can guide you step by step. Having a supporting team turns an overwhelming process into a manageable one. And honestly, it can even be fun. Number 4, overestimating your home's value. I know your home means so much to you. You've cared for it, invested in it, and filled it with memories. But one of the toughest conversations I have with clients is about market value. Sometimes people expect their home to sell for a certain amount, only to be disappointed when buyers don't see it the same way. Or worse, they spend thousands of dollars on updates that don't actually increase their home's value. For example, replacing all their flooring with high-end wood before listing. It looked beautiful, but buyers in their price range weren't willing to pay extra for that upgrade. Plus, many had pets and would have preferred luxury vinyl plank. How to avoid this? Get an honest, realistic evaluation from a trusted agent before you make any updates. I'll walk through the home together with you and decide what's worth doing and what isn't. Sometimes just a fresh coat of paint and deep cleaning is all you need to get top dollar. Mistake number 5. Back to decluttering, and it's keeping too much stuff. This one hits home for so many of my clients, and well, frankly, me. Don't forget the meaning of downsizing. It means, well, downsize. When you've lived in a house for decades, you've accumulated a lifetime of belongings. Every item holds a memory. The rocking chair where you rocked your grandbabies, the dishes you used at every holiday dinner, even the mismatched mugs that each tell a story. But when you're moving to a smaller home, there simply isn't room for everything. Don't pay hundreds of dollars a month for storage units. You'll end up paying, not using any of it, and eventually donating most of it anyway. How to avoid this? Start with 3 simple categories. Keep what you love and use regularly. Donate items that, well, they could bless someone else's life. Sell valuable pieces through a garage sale, estate sale, or an online marketplace. Give your kids all those things you've saved for them, if you can get them to take it, that is. Remember, you're not throwing away memories. You're making space for new ones. Letting go can be emotional, but it's also incredibly freeing. The key is to start small and stay consistent. Even 20 minutes a day can make a huge impact over time. Mistake number 6 is forgetting about hidden costs. Most people think about the cost of buying their next home, but they forget about the smaller hidden expenses that can really add up. These might include moving trucks and packing supplies, deep cleaning fees, minor repairs or touch-ups to your current home, HOA dues in a new neighborhood, even higher property taxes depending on where you move. One of my clients was shocked to discover that her new condo had monthly HOA fees that were almost as high as her old utility bills. And that's not uncommon. How do you avoid this? Create a realistic budget before you make any decisions. Work with a professional agent who can help you estimate not just the purchase price, but all the extras that come with moving. That way, there are no unpleasant surprises down the road. Mistake number 7 is letting emotions take over. And this is honestly probably the hardest, toughest part of downsizing. Your home isn't just a building. It's where your life happened. It's where you celebrated birthdays, maybe welcomed babies, and built a lifetime of memories. I've seen clients paralyzed by fear, unable to make a decision because they're holding on so tightly to the past. Many seniors either stall their decision because of fear or rush it because they just want it over with. Both can lead to regret. How do you avoid this? Give yourself grace and time to process your feelings. It's okay to cry. It's okay to grieve. But remember, you're not letting go of memories. You're taking them with you into this next chapter. Think of downsizing not as losing something, but as gaining freedom and new opportunities. Freedom from yard work. Freedom from clutter. Freedom to travel, to spend time with family, and to focus on what truly matters. Downsizing can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. By avoiding these common mistakes, you can create a smoother, more positive experience for yourself and for your loved ones. The key is to start early, have a clear plan, and surround yourself with support. To help you get started, I've created a free guide called Discover the 10 Biggest Mistakes Seniors Make When Downsizing and How to Avoid Them. Wow, that's a mouthful. I can't even say it all. It's filled with practical tips, checklists, and step-by-step advice to make this journey less stressful. You'll find the link in the description below. Download it today and take your first step towards a simpler, more joyful future. If you're thinking about downsizing in Hamilton or Boone County, reach out to me. I'd love to walk alongside you and help you every step of the way. In the next video, I'll take you on a drive through a 55-plus restricted neighborhood in Westfield. Check it out from the comfort of your own home. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the other side of sold.